Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86. Here you will find everything from your favorite characters, from anime, series, or movies, such as figures, statues, trading cards, and other limited special edition items. I will show you everything that is included. For example, we will discuss the design of the box, how it's packaged, the design of the figure, the articulation points, the accessories that are included, and we will see our favorite characters in special scenes. And you never know, you might see other characters make special guest appearances, so you can decide whether it's worth getting or not. Subscribe and join me on new weekly adventures. Now let's start the show. Let's go. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86 and today from S.H.Figuarts and Yu Yu Hakusho, I present to you Yusuke Urameshi. This is the main character from Yu Yu Hakusho. So looking at the front of the box, you see a cutout of the figure, and then through the window you can see Urameshi with all the accessories and different expressions that he comes with. On the back side of the box, you see Urameshi doing several poses, and it shows you that it comes with pull and 2 special effect parts, which they look very similar to the ones we've seen from Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts figure line. Then on the side you see Yusuke running towards probably the Goro, as he is being depicted by this presentation. Taking the figure out of the box, Yusuke is packaged under one blister pack. So here you basically see all the content that comes with the figure. He does have a lot of expressions, which is a good thing, and I really like that they gave us 2 effect parts to go with this figure. The other thing they also did is they gave us 2 headsets. One that shows Urameshi when he combs the hair, then the other one is when it's not prepped up. One thing that I did notice on this figure is that it doesn't have those plastic pieces that they put in the joints, similar to how we've seen in the Dragon Ball figure line, the Sailor Moon one, and all the other S.H.Figuarts that we've gone through in this channel. So I find that very surprising that they didn't take the time to do the same thing with this Yusuke Urameshi figure. This is the 360 of Yusuke straight out of the box. Overall, the figure seems to have a similar cut style line to what we've seen on the S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball lines, and honestly the way I see the segments are done on the body, they really remind me of how the Goku figures are done. I do see a lot of similarities in the torso, the way the pants are separated, as well as the sleeves. Overall, the figure does look very magnificent. I do like the details that they put on the hair. You can kind of see the dark green hair color with the green highlight there that is kind of zigzagging through the front, just to capture that light. He really reminds me of Richard Valens from the movie La Bamba, especially the actor Lou Diamond Phillips. I just don't know why, but even when this series was first coming out many years ago, I was like, man, this guy really reminds me of Lou Diamond Phillips from that particular movie. I mean, just look at the hairstyle, it's almost identical. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on that one. Para bailar la bamba. I remember it was Richie Valens and his flying guitar. Anyways, back to the story here. And again, it's that time of year where Halloween's around the corner, so this is our first figure from the Halloween miniseries that I always run. So this is the first one out the gate. And Yusuke Urameshi makes sense from Yu Yu Hakusho because the whole plot of the series is Yusuke being a spirit detective fighting demons. So what better way than introduce this figure as the first one out. Here you can see the similarities that S.H.Figuarts use for Yusuke Urameshi, drawn straight out from the Dragon Ball figure line. Now that I'm actually looking at the figures, he seems to take more from the Gohan figure line. If you see, the dominoes are cut up the same way, even down to the waist. But you can see that it has really strong similarities as far as how the articulations are going to go. From the sleeves, you can see that he inherits the same techniques that they used on Goku, similar to how Gohan is also done. As you see there, they're not straight up and down cuts, so he's got a couple angular cuts, so that might give us some issues further down the line, but we won't know until we try. You could also see that he has the same height as a Dragon Ball figure line from S.H.Figuarts. Now let's check out the back. Even from the back side, especially, this is going to come in very limited on the leg movement. As you see, the back side from the buttocks is basically done the same as Gohan's, where it's mostly one giant piece, where in Goku's is slightly divided into 3 sections, but to me honestly I still get the same articulations either way. But this is just exactly to show you how Yusuke is done as far as the articulation techniques and how the figure was executed compared to the Dragon Ball figure line. and we see a lot of strong similarities. So I think this is basically the same formula from S.H.Figuarts, just being driven across multiple characters from multiple animes, which is really good actually. So far to me, the S.H.Figuarts line has been very excellent at doing articulations and everything. So I think this is something that they're already specializing in. I'm still upset that they haven't done this type of techniques on the Sailor Moon lines. I'm still upset by those figures of how very little they've done on them. Because based on this, you know they can do it, but that's a different story for another day. Now let's check out what articulations come from this Yusuke figure. And I'm really expecting to see the same types that we see on Goku as far as the Dragon Ball figure lines go. So there's your head movement. Wow, this is as far down as you can look down. This is as high as you can see up. And he's got really good neck movement. I know from S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball figure line, because their necks are really muscular and all that stuff, that articulation is hidden, but here you can really see it in action. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing. This is as straight as the arms go. Alright, moment of truth. You do get the 360. Let's see. Oh, he does have it. This is actually a soft plastic, so it's not hard plastic like I thought. So they're using similar techniques that we've seen with Ultimate Gohan as well as Beast Gohan, which is really good. At least they invested some time in this figure. And because Yusuke doesn't have bulging muscles and all that, he can really do a very perfect cross arms for the front. So I'm really liking the articulations on this figure. And as you see here, he does have with that section that allows you to stretch over the shoulder, so that gives you even more movement there. So that is really good. There's your bicep, 360 off of that. That's as far back as the figure goes. There's your elbow. 360 off the wrist. Good up and down. The wristband does not interfere. We've seen that sometimes play a big role with some of the Goku figures or other Dragon Ball figures. Good chest and waist movement, I would say. Not only can the waist move, but so can the chest, which is really good. You can really do good side to side. Good torsional rotation. Overall, I'm really liking the articulations. They're exceeding what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be mostly like I mentioned, like similar to Goku. But no, it's a little bit better. We kind of see some of that Gohan formula being played here. That's as high as the leg goes. And like I mentioned, this is as far back as it goes. So because of the cut line that I mentioned here, he's limited on how far you can take the leg, which is what we saw in the Goku and Gohan figures. The leg rotation there. It's one part of the knee. There's the other part. And there's the full knee. Now for the ankles, this is as high as it goes. This is as low as it can go. And you can really see that ball joint here. It really makes a self-presence known. You could do 360. I'm not getting side to side movement. This section doesn't move from this section. And there's the toe. That's as much as it goes. So we do get a good up and down on the ankle, but I'm not seeing that side movement, so that might play a big role later on. And the little belt thing does spin around a little bit, and this is again soft plastic. So overall, the figure's made out of hard plastic except for the sleeves and the little belt bow. Overall, I really like the articulation points that I saw on this figure. I am very impressed by what I'm seeing. Here's a close-up of all the expressions that come with your Urameshi. The first one is the annoyed one. This was kind of like the goofy one that he makes when he's really bothered and annoyed. The second one is the intense expression. Here you can see the teeth gritting and he looks very serious and mad. The third one is the action expression. Here he's yelling and you can really see the good details in the expression there and the eyebrows, which he looks really good. He's got some really strong details. The next expression, he has a smirk there, just showing how cocky and confident he is, similar to what we've seen in the episodes. The last one is the neutral expression. And overall, I really like the expressions that came with Yusuke. And they really have some good details there. You can see in the eyes and the eyebrows. It's really well done and crafted. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. This is the scene when Pooh first appeared from the spirit egg that Urameshi hatched. And I gave Yusuke that annoyed expression. And this was a very funny scene because Yusuke, after hearing what Koema was telling him about the spirit egg, which basically took all the conscience from beginning to when he first died. If you recall, he was already dead at the first episode after he was trying to save that little boy. So out of that outcome, Yusuke lost his life and then he was given the second chance to come in and do some work as a spirit detective, which is kind of how the whole series started. So at this point, the egg was gathering energy from Yusuke, and Koema kept taunting Yusuke, saying that the egg was basically Yusuke's subconscious once they hatched out. So Yusuke was thinking either A, it was going to be like a dragon, a snake, or something fierce, right? So that's why he got frustrated when it ended up looking like that. And everyone started teasing Yusuke because that's technically the reflection of his inner self, which is something that nobody was expecting. Let me know in the comments which look you like from Yusuke, the one with the hair all combed back or the messy one that you see here. I want to call it the messy one because this is what his hair naturally looked like when he's not combing it. And then funny thing is you can see that they both had the same hairstyle. I think that was just a big joke on Yusuke. I do like that they provided Pooh as an accessory for Yusuke. It just ties together the character and it goes well with this expression as well. To me, Poor basically reminds me of a penguin with giant ears. You let me know what your thoughts on that. But I think he was supposed to turn into like a phoenix or something.
Oh look, Koenma, it's Yusuke's inner self.
For this scene, I gave Urameshi the cocky expression. Here he's got that smirk, just showing all that confidence. Then I also changed the wrist to show the one with the thumbs up. But in this one, he's using it as a different thing. He's basically trying to send Dogoro a message that he's also tough and he's not afraid of him. For this figure, Urameshi is wearing the outfit that he wore towards the second half of the Dark Tournament. It was right before he gained the powers from King Kai. I think it was mostly when he fought the other humans that were being manipulated by that other doctor. So this basically became his fighting outfit from that point on. I'm really excited to see this figure. Like I mentioned earlier, I was not expecting S.H.Figuarts to do this particular series. I first saw it when I went to the San Diego Comic-Con that I went a couple months ago. If you haven't checked out that video, here's the link. Go look at it. If you are a fan of figures or anything, basically comic book related, movies and all that stuff. So if you haven't checked that out, swing by and take a look at it and you will see this figure in there as well. Ideally, my plan was to have some of these characters through statues, like the one that I did for Hiei at the very beginning when I first was doing these type of videos for you here. So ever since then, I haven't seen really the statues come up of this particular character series. I have seen a strong character appearance through the last couple of years from Bandai and other figure lines that create non-articulated versions of these characters. But to me, this is the first one that I've seen so far come out that has full articulations. And hopefully we see more of these. Especially, I would really like to see a Kuwabara figure. For this scene, I have Urameshi as he received an attack and he's trying to recover. I gave them the expression where he's showing the teeth gritting, and I did this pose just to show you how dynamic the figure really is. Here I basically put all the joints and all the articulation points to most of their limits, especially in the torso, a little bit on the legs, and some on the arms too. Not a whole lot on the arms, just to show you how versatile the figure is, and also the neck area. I use most of the maximum points that are available there. So in this scene, he was just attacked, and he is doing a counter maneuver to counter attack. And we saw Urameshi do this several times when he was always up in the air, he got hit or whatever. He would basically use these types of moves to recover quickly from the ground and regain back a stronghold back to a fighting stance, especially when it came to counterattacking. So we did see him do these particular maneuvers to bounce back quickly. Let me know what are your thoughts on this particular S.H.Figuarts, which is the first off from Urameshi. He looks really incredible, and he's got some really good details too. One thing to note on the hair, just be careful, he does have some soft plastic portions on the hair, especially the little pointy sections that you see there. That is very soft plastic and can get caught easily on other things, so just be careful that you don't snap them off. One thing is, I haven't really seen any quality issues with the figure either. I'm really hoping the reception comes really strong so we get more figures, because I really want to see a Kuwabara figure. Just imagine if they did the Goro. You'll basically be able to recreate every scene from the Dark Tournament. For this scene, I have Urameshi powering up his index finger as he's preparing to do the spirit gun. I gave them the neutral expression. And just to show you the versatility of the figure, here I have the arms both almost crossed in towards the center, where you have the left arm holding the right wrist, just to show you the articulation points of the arms going towards the center of the body, which is something other figures that we've done, and some of them are from S.H.Figuarts, where we struggle to get that type of articulation out of the figure. And sometimes some of it is due to the character of how it's made, and by that I mean the physical attributes. For example, the Vegeta figures always have those bulky shoulder muscles, which prevent them to do a lot of movement towards the center just because they're so massive. And then on the Goku figures, because of the sleeves. But here, because the sleeve is made out of that soft rubber material, it allows it to compress to give you that full range of motion that we tend to be looking for these types of figures, especially when you're trying to do these types of scenes. I gave them the effect part that shows the spirit gun being powered by the index finger, and we've seen this execution before as well. If you recall Frieza's second form, that figure came with a very similar effect part, except Frieza's was, I want to say, almost like a dark pink, and it was slightly bigger, but the idea was the same. It still attaches to the index finger just through compression, but nevertheless it does look amazing on the figure. And I can't really hate on it, because as you notice from watching all these many videos, I like the accessory parts, especially effect parts.
Are you watching this, Grandma?
For this scene, I have Urameshi firing his spirit gun. This is the other special effect part that came with the figure. In it, I have Urameshi with the action expression where he's yelling. In this one, he's doing it upside down because he had flown up into the air due to Goro's massive impact, which is why you have the rock special effect parts here. They don't come with the figure, but to me, it made the scene a lot better, especially when you can see Urameshi firing his spirit gun right through all that flying debris. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on this Urameshi figure from S.H.Figuarts. Overall, I'm really liking this Urameshi figure. The articulation points are above what I was expecting from this figure. The other thing is, again, I like the accessories that came with them, and all the expressions are really good as well. Can't forget that it also comes with Pooh. The other thing is you get 2 different hair types. Overall, this is a really good figure to have in the collection, especially if you are a Yu Yu Hakusho fan. And also don't forget, this is the first of the mini series from the Halloween saga. So again, Yusuke goes hand in hand apart with the Halloween theme of ghosts, demons, and all that stuff. And I hope you like this one as the first one out the gate. This is all I have for you today. If you like what you have seen, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And I'll have a brand new one for you next week. Thank you and bye.